It is the People Station, V103, your girl Ramona DeBreaux. I get to kick it with my big brother from another mother.
Hey.
I'm saying. Big Tigger doing
I
big
get to be
things.
on your show. I have truly... Yes, Tigger, we made it.
This is very awesome. I get to torture him. So, tell me, what was it in that room that you were doing on that camera? I'm not going to do that. But
you was there.
Oh! So tell me about this show, Like a Boss.
Show's called Like a Boss. It premieres this Tuesday, March 29th on Oxygen, 9 p.m. It's really about 4 bosses and 4 assistants. Me, Nick Cannon, Boucham, a local real estate mogul, Blair, and our 4 assistants. It's kind of a mentoring / big brothery / hazing fun time.
Hazing.
Oh,
Don't say hazing.
Why? I ain't in the frat.
It's a camera. No, something happened to go down. Like, no, I did not hear
It ain't
that
make
word.
it to television. Nothing happened. But it was an opportunity. I had some opportunities to be in reality television before I turned most of them down. I didn't want to do ratchet TV. This provides me a platform in which I can not only help someone become their own boss, but I can provide some insight into what people at home might want to do or some practices that'll help them become bosses.
What are some of the biggest things that you think you've learned in the filming process about yourself as a boss?
What did I learn about patience? My assistant has she's a married family person. She's a mom and she's married. She has 3. I love her kids. Shout out to Ryan's kids. I love her children, and sometimes even though I may really, 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 really need something done, she really, really, really has to play mom, and I have to respect that to a certain degree. So balancing what I need versus her needs, being respectful of her situation, and patient was one of the things I learned. Because before
Get it done else.
Damn your family.
You know, like getting them, like where you lock the door, like if you're like half a minute late for a meeting, you're like locked out.
Yeah, we don't play the tardy thing. Well, I have this thing with Ryan we call no fumbles. If I give you something, please don't drop the ball, don't fumble.
Right.
Fumbles is unnecessary. So she did a pretty excellent job, and I think she'll tell you she learned a lot, and I was glad to be able to provide that beacon of establishment and professionalism and fountain of love, which she was able to sip from.
Well, the cool thing with Big Tigger that I know you have had and been exposed to a lot of people with different styles, boss styles, executive styles, and from locking the door, if you are like literally 30 seconds over the minute late,
right?
From very lenient. But also on the show, are there any like extreme teaching moments that we will see, not just from you, but from the other bosses?
I think
like
there's
the Cambodian breast milk
no. I mean, there's some.
Like,
we call it hazing. Call it what it is.
It's not hazing. I'm not party to a conversation.
That's fine.
With that
I've
word.
said hazing. There is some light hazing. And that's just there are some opportunities where you have to see how much people really want it. And hunger and the willingness to do what's needed to do is one of those things that people who want to succeed need to exhibit. I think there's definitely some amazing teaching moments, some emotional moments, a whole lot of fun. So I encourage you to watch on Oxygen as it begins Tuesday, March 29th at 9 p.m.
For all the Big Tigger fans, you wearing a suit. I saw you in a suit.
Absolutely.
You put it up very nicely.
Thank you.
When you have to do your thing, I'm like, all right, Tig.
There are times when I'm suit bossy, my 100 black men bossy, and there are other times when I am Rap City the Basement V103 bossy.
Yo.
Which is, yeah.
Well, we can't wait. It airs when?
It begins airing Tuesday nights at 9 on Oxygen. Please tune in and boss up.
Boss up. Any hashtag?
Hashtag like a boss. Please follow me on all social media at Big Tigger Show. It should be on screen. If it's not, Mena didn't do her job.
See, he always sneaking that stuff in. He gonna be sneaking comments in.
I mean, it's a
That's
fun
how you
show.
are.
It's fun.
That's how they gonna see the real Tig. I can't wait.
Listen, the real Tig is a
It
very
ain't that
nice
finished.
boss. Everyone has had a boss that they hate. I
Yes.
didn't want to be that boss. I'm not that boss. But I am about my business, and that's why I am
What bosses you hate?
a boss.
What boss you hate?
And ladies and gentlemen, like a boss,
boss you
Tuesday,
hate?
March 29th at 9 p.m. on Oxygen.
Tig.
Signing off.
Tig. Tig.
Boss.